Hi, it's me again with Corel Drill Tips and Tricks, and this is part 3 of this rotating around equally. And this doesn't really have anything to do with rotating, but I will rotate it. This is for a plasma cutter, which I have one too. I was trying to help a gentleman. And this just isn't a good cut. He said it's not really, I still don't understand why they're there. But this, if you don't understand, laser cutting, this would work perfect. But in plasma cutting, it gets really hot, and when the plasma cutter comes to this point, it's going to leave a hole there. It's not going to cut this very good, and I don't really see the purpose of it. And he ended up wanting 12, so I made him with 12, and I actually sent him a video. But this would be a better shape for a plasma cutter, and it would look a lot better. It all depends on what he's doing. So I took, and just to show you how to make this shape, and there's probably several ways, but I did it like this. I just took a 5-inch circle, because this fact that this is a little over 5 inches tall. I took a 5-inch circle, and then I took a 4 1/4 inch circle, which actually leaves 3/8 of an inch between. You think it leaves 0.75, but you got to think about it's both sides. So then you just take a circle, hold down your control button, and draw this 0.38. And then you would put it anywhere that you'd want it. And with your nudge factor real low, 0.001, you could nudge this down till it's about equal. It's going to overlap a little bit. And then to make it cool, you could Control D and make a duplicate of it, move your rotation to the center, and then rotate your copy around. That way it'll be equal on your lines. Take your virtual segment delete key and delete that inner part. Then take your smart fill tool and fill that in. Voila, there's your shape. Then just left click, right click, and there's your hairline. Even though it wasn't perfect on the ends as far as plasma cutting, this will be close enough. Matter of fact, if I was going to do it myself, I would probably delete that node and maybe even delete these other nodes just to see what happened. Because in plasma cutting, that doesn't make it uniform. Plasma cutting, there's a problem with nodes, having too many nodes, and like these are really close. And it was because I didn't have it perfectly aligned when I did it. But that would be good enough for a plasma cutter. Let's see what happens if we take out one more. It's a little bit off, and I'm going to put it back. But then you would do the same thing to rotate the guy. And what I did on this one, and I'll just show you how I did it. Let's erase all of our other parts. And because we already got the 3 other bolt holes in it that I did in a previous video. So let's just bring this cut in about there. And since we want 12 of them, there's that other part I was looking for a while ago. I moved it over there. Okay. Take this, make a duplicate, Control D. Move it to the center of the deal, center of the circle. And since there's 12, we want 30 degrees. Control D, Control D, Control D. Sometimes my computer does that. Can't catch up. Now our holes are pretty equal, you know, distance apart. If they were not, you could click on that one, hold down the shift key and click on these. Go ahead and group them together. Double click on them and you could rotate them a little bit and they would still be equal. And you just kind of watch the spacing between your 2 cuts, which really doesn't seem to matter in this case. And you could do a little better job and get it precise. But that's a way to make a shape, especially if you're a plasma cutter and you want a hole for a bolt to fit in. And what I'm saying by that, I'm going to take let's take a point. Well, that's good enough for the video. Like a 1/4 inch bolt. And then that bolt would slide through here and your washer would attach it to another plate. I'm still not 100% sure what it's for. But anyway, that's another way to do that. So I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.